Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Parlay Revival. Last episode was an emotional one as we made landfall in the Marquesas Islands after 19 days and 10 hours at sea. We had sailed 2,855 miles from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico and had only run the engine for 4.5 hours. Arriving in the Marquesas was like sailing into something from Jurassic Park, and we couldn't wait to see what the place had to offer. Stay tuned as we take you exploring through this remote paradise with us. So I'm Colin, and this is the crew of Parlay Revival. From hurricane damaged to broken bulkheads and getting struck by lightning not once but twice, to being the strongest and fastest Lagoon 450 on the planet. We are now sailing 5,000 miles from Mexico to New Zealand, my home, before continuing our circumnavigation. So subscribe to follow our journey around this beautiful planet. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for? Fatuiva is the most windward island in the Marquesas, so is the most popular place for sailors to make landfall after their lengthy Pacific crossing, as it is mostly downwind sailing from here through the rest of the islands. It's hard to describe the sensory overload you experience after being at sea for so long. The smells, the views, the small community of sailors who have all just done the same trip you have after not seeing a soul out there for 3 weeks. Okay, we're about to release the tender after 20 days. We strapped this thing in so hard. It's any little bit of movement with a dinghy or even halyards and stuff over that amount of time, you'd be surprised what it can chafe through. So now we'll untie it, see how it's all looking. But from the outside it looks good. Third pull, baby. The crew were lost in wonder as we were surrounded by the huge pinnacles of volcanic mountains soaring above us as we entered the bay. It was literally like something out of a movie. As we all scrambled our way out of the dinghy for the first steps on land, ironically, we were all a little wobbly standing on the flat surface, but we were determined to find a secret 200-foot waterfall buried deep in the hills in front of us somewhere, which we had very little instructions as to how to find it. Got our friends on Harbours Unknown joining us this morning. They got a YouTube channel, sailing around in their boat, Wanderlust.
Hey,
How are you going? Morning. This is the local store here. They only accept francs and none of us have any. 6 spares is $25. So we sailed 2,855 miles to find this waterfall. But Kristen and Fabio, how far did you sail?
4,000 miles.
4,000 miles
Yeah.
to get to here from Panama, which is where we were originally meant to leave from 2.5 years ago.
I
This
told
way,
you.
it's this way.
Apparently it's this way.
Really?
Brian told me to go this way, but this is probably the same. This will probably go there as well.
Yeah, but he made it.
We asked him
Follow
to.
his directions.
Amigo.
Let's go. Yeah.
Luckily, the local guy understood Jamie's Spanglish, and it was the first experience of the friendliness of the French Polynesians, despite the language barrier. So we carried on up the hill, but we were definitely out of shape after being at sea for so long.
Alright, hopefully that was the worst hill.
What's in your man purse?
There's nothing.
Give us a tour of your man purse. What's in it?
There's actually nothing.
You got $2 in it. Why did you bring your man purse?
Oh, because I got my phone, but if it rains, I can put my phone in it.
Brings the man purse but puts the phone in his pocket. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently there's some rock piles telling us where to go. We're going up some 4x4 track right now. We'll get there.
Are you having fun yet, Jamie?
Yeah, it's good. I need a shower, that's why I'm coming.
After being on a boat for almost 3 weeks, to be able to walk on solid ground without any movement, to feel these branches brush against my legs, it's a privilege.
Yeah, this might be the rock. I think this is a secret sign. But look at it. We're going?
So they have this rope or this line that you can grab so that you don't
all over the side.
This is incredible. A wild Polynesian jungle right here. Fatuhiva, you have not disappointed so far. Not gonna lie, pretty out of breath. We'll get our hiking shoes on. We did it. We found it. Holy shit.
Oh my god!
As sailors, we are constantly surrounded by salt water. Our clothes are salty, our hair is salty. Before we had the water maker, even our showers were salty. So when we see a massive waterfall with beautiful fresh water cascading down the side of it, we literally can't get enough of it. And we were even lucky enough to have this place all to ourselves. Okay, this is pretty damn high. And it's the worst part, is it's super slippery with all of this green mossy stuff.
They are nuts, dude. I'm not going up there, no way. You laying on a rock, paralyzed.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ready? So as it turns out, leaping into the pool, it became apparent that some of the crew had little fear of heights. I've always found that a little bit of peer pressure gives people the boost they need to overcome their fears. I'd already checked that there were no rocks in the pool, so it was just a matter of Dave overcoming his mental fear of heights. But as always, things on camera do not look nearly as high as they are in real life.
Oh my god, Katie just jumped off from the top and Dave won't even do it. You gonna do it?
He's trying to shame me into it.
Are you gonna do
Scared. I'm scared. It's scary.
Katie did it. Alright. Katie, Dave won't even do it.
Neither will big one!
Ah, yeah, Jamie.
No, I don't like it.
Come on, Jamie.
I don't like it.
You're the scaredest Australian I've ever met.
Alright, I'm following you, bro.
Okay, this is the hardest move of the whole climb.
Okay.
Okay, right foot here,
Yeah.
one smooth motion, left foot to here.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is not good. Fuck me.
You got it.
Holy f, this is high.
Where my right foot is,
Yeah, I got you.
and then you got this guy.
Okay.
You put your heel in that, launch off. Here, I'll show you. Did you want to go first?
No, I don't want to
Yeah.
go first. I don't fucking want to go first.
You won't go, dude.
Well, how am I going to get down if I don't go? Of course I'm going to go. What do you think I'm going to do? Climb back down that bullshit right there? I'm fucking going. Woo! Woo! Watching you, dude. What the fuck? Now, give me 2 seconds, god damn it! Dude, that was crazy.
Woo! Well done!
Can you wash my back? Jamie found a loofah. It's a lava rock.
It was so unreal. Had the place all to ourselves. This is the thick Polynesian jungle that we've been reading about. To be here is just such a privilege.
So these are sensitive ferns. If you run your finger along the leaves of the fern, it's gonna close. See that? Science, baby.
After the hike, Fabio and Kristen invited us over for a tour of their 52-foot Seawind 1600, which none of us had ever been on before.
Hi, this is Fabio, the boat is Wanderlust.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Oh, Harbors Unknown, baby.
David did some ruthless last-minute marketing for himself here and gave you a hat right before we do a boat tour.
That's great. That's awesome.
He is relentless. Anyway, can you give us a 5-minute boat tour?
Sure. Okay,
Okay.
this is a Seawind 1600, 52 feet long, 2 helms. Here you have the dagger boards, which are You go up and down, but they're flush to deck.
So that's fully up right now, yeah?
Fully up, yep. And they go down to 8 point something feet.
So as he was saying before, when he's got the dagger board up and the rudder up, it draws 2.3 feet. Just needs that much water.
Everything is moved backwards, so eliminates a little bit of the pitch poling that some cats have.
Same trampolines as Parlay. And same anchor. Could get used to this. So protected.
Yeah.
You can see there's a pin here. Take the pin out and this comes out.
Wow. Look at the space down here compared to our engine room. You can actually get right down there. Wow. Nice little step on top.
It's funny, as a boat owner, you can't help but compare some of the pros and cons of other boat manufacturers. But what impressed me a lot about this boat was the amount of storage space that they had.
Top and bottom.
Yep.
With 8 crew and 2 dogs, we are constantly struggling to not only find new places to store things, but also have access to the spaces that we do have.
We've got storage, good storage under the bed, but we've got to like move the mattress off to the side and pull these hatches up.
Yeah, that's what happens on the other side.
Oh, really?
Yes, you'll see that.
Look at the view.
With every new boat, there are stuff you gotta work through.
Yeah.
And Seawind has been very supportive of that. So we're happy, it performs well.
I think Linda would love another buddy. Yeah.
It's a legit sunset as well. Holy
Yeah.
Amazing.
So there is no airport on Fatuiva, and because Dave and Vince had to fly back to reality in the States, we had to leave in the middle of the night to get them over to Hivaoa. It was pitch black, so the Raymarine infrared camera came in handy, until Dave came on deck with his ridiculously powerful flashlight, which turns out is good for more than just frying an egg. The forecast had it looking like we were in store for a great sail, but we ended up having to motor all throughout the night.
At 2 knots.
So we actually motored more to get from one island to the next than we did on the entire Pacific crossing to get here.
Morning guys, coming up for my shift, 8 a.m. We are nearly at Hivaoa. What's up, boys?
Morning. Morning.
How wrong was that forecast?
Wrong.
Wow. Hivaoa looks sweet.
Yeah.
They say if it's too full in there, they can only handle about 25 boats, but if it's too full, people have to anchor outside the break wall. And I can already see 5 boats right here anchored outside the break wall, so it must be pretty damn full in there, which sucks, because this swell, it just rolls straight in there. Still gonna try my luck though and see if I can sneak in there somewhere. This area here is 7 feet deep, so I'm not sure why everyone's anchored over there when there's all this space here. Usually a reason that nobody's in a spot. Made it. Got a sweet little spot. The neighbors are looking at us kind of funny. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe there's an actual breaking wave down this wall here, I don't know. But seems good. We've just driven Parlay into an authorization zone, an airport zone for the drone. So it can't come to the boat. So we're gonna go try catch it before it lands in the ocean.
We got like 4 minutes. It's over there somewhere.
There it comes.
Oh, he's the master catcher, dude.
So as my love-hate relationship with drones continues to blossom, it was so good to be able to finally offload our trash to shore and also see our first proper grocery store that we had seen in weeks.
Fresh bread. Have to buy it now.
Good.
Welcome to France, baby.
That's the boy.
It's probably $100. 2,200 francs for a couple of waters and a baguette. $12-ish.
So we had heard time and time again about how expensive French Polynesia was, especially compared to Mexico or Panama, where most of us had sailed from. But it didn't stop us from taking a shortcut into town
This is sketchy as hell, guys.
and go to a restaurant to enjoy a nice meal and a cold beer.
Ultimate crew, guys.
Oh, shit. I stole the camera. I stole the camera so I can leave a message for you guys, for Parlay. You guys have been my family for the past 5 weeks. We have spent every single minute together. I've never spent this much time with anybody, and we've created a lifetime worth of memories. I'm getting chills just thinking about it, but I've got a lifetime of memories to remember you guys by. It sucks that I have to go, but I have another family at home, and I gotta go take care of them. I love you guys. I'm gonna miss you. He's the best watch partner.
Had a good time.
59 watches together. Thank you, brother.
It's been fun.
Thank you, sir.
Love you, Dave.
Love you guys.
And then there were 7.
I think we're getting a gift over here, guys.
Our boss is a really big fan of yours, and we work for a knife company. So he said if we run into you,
Oh,
you give us
really?
a spot. So
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Holy shit. Scallywag Tactical. They just gave us a sick dive knife. Mr. Scallywag, thank you so very much. That was unexpected. Okay. So Dave's gone, but it's also Vince's last full day on Parlay. So we're gonna go somewhere special. We're gonna go to the island next door. Brian from Dallas told us about a spot called Bay Hanamoinoa. And they swam with manta rays, and there's a dive location marked right in the anchorage.
As it was Vince's final day on Parlay, I decided to let him skipper the boat for the whole day. As some of you watching have never sailed before, you may be surprised at how quickly you can learn the fundamentals of sailing. I say fundamentals because you actually never stop learning while at sea, and it takes years and years to actually be in a position where you feel experienced enough to cross an ocean. But having spent a couple of months on Parlay now, Vince was definitely confident enough to take Parlay from one anchorage to another. He even sounds like a sailor now.
We decided to put the code D up. We only had about 8 apparent. Wind angle 140-ish. And it was just banging like crazy, especially the main. And we're gonna be on this for about an hour. So we figured we'll just drop both sails, put up the code D, and hopefully it'll be a little more comfortable and a little more efficient.
This one's meant to be the best beach in the Marquesas.
So we kind of wanted to get close to this spot that's marked as a dive spot, but that's what everyone's kind of doing, so we're just checking depths.
So on these big catamarans, the wind usually affects the bow more than anything else. So the wind is right here.
Yep.
So you're going to find that you're going to be getting pushed onto that catamaran.
Okay.
So either try to get your point more into the wind, or just give the starboard engine a little bit more juice.
She's good.
We're here, right behind us is this, it's called Stingray, and that beach looks insane. So Navionics has got all the community posts in there from all the sailors. They can say what the anchorage is like, what the holding is like. But someone on there wrote that this is the most beautiful beach in the whole of Marquesas, so that's probably why everyone's here like us. But I think they were right. This is pretty cool. This is Vince's first ever dive. I actually remember my first ever dive. It was in Bali, in Gili Islands. It was unbelievable, that feeling of breathing underwater. So I'm so excited for Vince. He's in good hands. Scuba Steve down there has done about 2,000 dives before.
So when I go in, I'm going to put my mask down. I'm going to hold my hand over it.
Okay.
Like so. But here's the giant stride. So you don't want the tank to hit the step.
I'm super excited.
Yeah?
I can't believe I'm getting to do this.
Just tuck this one
The only thing I'm nervous about is my ears, and I don't know why.
It was awesome to be able to take Vince for his first dive ever and finish the day off with a beach barbecue.
Look at that. My last supper, beach barbecue. Couldn't be happier.
But it's never easy saying goodbye to good friends like Vince.
Boat life's just like this constant adventure, never knowing what's next, the freedom to choose what's next, you know, not having too much of a plan. It's so much different from an ordinary routine life. I think everyone can find something to love about this lifestyle, and I'm so grateful that I got lucky enough to do it.
See you, man.
Thank you so much.
And just like that, we had lost 2 crew members who we had just gone on this insane adventure with. We'll miss them both dearly, but for the rest of us, it was time to continue exploring this magical part of the world. So subscribe so we can take you on this adventure with us.